Alright, legends in the building. Like, comment, and subscribe. So today is the big day. It's Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford. This is gonna be live commentary, round by round. There will be no footage, just a live commentary. So we're gonna get into the first round. So both fighters are in the middle of the ring. Errol Spence is jabbing. Crawford's got his guard up and he's just there looking. He's looking. Errol Spence is jabbing. He's for dear life. Jabbing to the body. Shot again. So the first round, Errol Spence he's throwing a jab and he's got his guard up. But he's active. Crawford's just analysing and just got his guard up and just watching. He's throwing his first jab, Crawford. So both men are in the middle of the ring. It's sort of similar to Stephen Fulton and Inoue. No one's giving ground, but he's within range, Crawford. Spence just throws a jab to the head and then a jab to the body. Another jab. Jab to the head, jab to the body again off Spence. Jab off Crawford, another jab off Crawford. Crawford's just looking, he's got his guard up. At the moment, Spence is doing more of the work. Another jab to the head, another jab to the body, double jab. Jab off Crawford, jab to the body of Crawford. Jab to the head, double jab off Crawford. Double jab off EJ, and then jab to the body, and he's coming. So Errol Spence, his game plan basically is to keep the centre of the ring, jab again, and then go to the body, and he's feinting when he's doing that. So he's double jabbing and then going to the body with a jab. But he's falling a little bit short now. Crawford's just thrown a jab, it's connected. Double hook to the body off EJ, another jab off Crawford. Jab and cross to the body off EJ. What's interesting to note is Crawford just started off southpaw straight away, so it's both a southpaw fight. So he's treating him with respect. He's giving him his dues. Jab to the body of Crawford. Spence's guards come down a bit. Triple jab off Spence. Jab off Crawford. Jab to the head of Spence. Double jab and then going to the body. Crawford's on his back foot. He's moving. Back foot jab. Right, EJ's going for it. EJ went for it there. So he went with a jab and a cross to the body, and then basically jab and left hook to the body, and then he tried to follow up again with, I think it was a right hook. So another jab off Spence. This is a good fight. This is a really good fight. Errol Spence is bringing the heat. So, jab off Crawford. Spence is actually on his back foot a little, but he's still in the middle of the ring. So that's the end of the first round. And from that, I'd say Spence brought a lot of the action first off, and I think personally Crawford shots were telling, but I think Spence did more work in that round, even though that's the fastest I've seen Crawford start. He usually starts a lot slower than that, so we'll see what happens in round two. So round two will be coming up just shortly. Both fighters are in the corners. James is giving instruction. Spence is taking in water. Round two is coming up shortly. So Bud's getting instruction off Beaumat. Beaumat's calm. Bud just looks calm in the corner. He just looks composed, ready. This is the quickest I've seen Crawford start. He never starts this quick. He's started really quick. He's probably only waited like a minute for him to download the data. He's on it today. He's on it. He's focused, steely-eyed. So round 2's coming up now. Going into round 2. And they're both there. EJ's throwing the jab. He's just throwing 3 jabs. Throwing a double jab, another jab. Jab and a left cross to the body. So he's just pumping out the jab, EJ. Interesting to note is he's trying to keep his lead shoulder tucked into his chin. So he's throwing a double jab and then a cross to the body. So then they've come together. Referees brought them up. I do like Spence's turtle shell kind of defence. Double jab to the head and a jab to the body. So both fighters are in the middle of the ring and are exchanging jabs. At the moment, it looks like Spence's jab's the more dominant. I don't know if because he's the more natural southpaw or he throws the southpaw jab the more. Crawford's just... Oh, brilliant exchange there of Crawford. Crawford just threw a jab cross and then another jab to the body and then another jab again. So, good exchange that. So it's a exchange of jabs. Whoa, EJ's bringing the heat. Jab and then like a battering hook to the body. Whoa, wow. Good shots off EJ there. He just threw a jab, hook to the head, then a hook to the body, and then right hook to the body, and then a right hook to the body again. So he's just throwing the jab. EJ's dominating at the moment, but Crawford's still in this. He's throwing the jab. He's looking. He's got his guard up. He's still in the middle of the ring. He's not giving up any ground. Treating his... Yeah, he timed him there. He threw the jab. He timed him. So he threw lead hook to the head and a lead hook to the body, just blocked. He threw a hook back, left hook back, and he's blocked as well. Spencer's blocked as well. Just timed him there with a jab because he's in the pocket. So he's wrestled him out of the way, get off me, trying to hold me. So he's used his forearm, his right forearm, and pushed EJ away. EJ's face was a bit red. He pushed me, tumped him up. So EJ's throwing the jab and keeping him off with the jab. You can see he looks a bit worse for wear there. The jab, left hook to the body. Yeah, he's fighting a little bit more defensive, even though he's a bit. Whoa! He just dropped him. He just dropped him there with a shot. Wow, that was absolutely brilliant. So Errol Spence has thrown a jab, and I think he's trying to keep Crawford away. And when he's thrown the jab and then he's thrown the cross, he tried to throw a double jab, and then just at that moment he got timed and then got hit off by Terence Crawford, and the shot just dropped him on the seat of his hands. He got a count, and he's got a count. He's up anyway, but looks like Crawford's going to go in for the finish soon. He's taking his time. He's patient. The jab, hook, left hook. EJ's in the corner. And I think that's the end of the round. So he was saved by the bell there. But doesn't look good for Errol Spence. And not being wicked, but like a lot of Errol Spence fans came on a lot of the comment section on a lot of the videos that I made, and I was respectful and I was cool with a lot of people, you know, because I'm not really getting to all that rubbish. But anyway, it's kind of proving my point, and I've not watched the whole fight. This is just the second round that I've watched anyway, and he's been dropped already. I didn't even think he'd get dropped this soon, so I'm kind of like a bit surprised, but then again I'm not, because I know what Terence Crawford is about. Out of the two, you can see he's got less mileage on his body for that weight, and he lives the life. I'm not being wicked, but like Errol Spence, he's not made things easy for himself. If he lived the life more, the fight would have been a bit more competitive, and I do believe it would have been more, how can I put it, explosive. Like I honestly said before, I think this is his cash out fight. Even if he loses, right, he may have a rematch for the dough. But at the end of the day, I think this is the only fight he's got really left to make big money. So he's doing it. It's sort of like when Wilder didn't take the Anthony Joshua fight with the zone, and he could have cashed out with a lot of money. And when he didn't take the fight, then he had to fight Fury and then hope get a rematch to get as much money as he could from the Anthony Joshua fight, which was just ridiculous. If he'd have took them fights with the zone, them 3 fights, we'd be having a different landscape of boxing, and we probably would have had an undisputed fighter now instead of people holding up the division. That's what Terence Errol Spence did, you know, with PBC. That's held up the division, you know. Now they're only doing it now because Errol Spence knows he has to basically clear the way so he can get paid. If he don't do that, then you don't get no money. So, but anyway, that was the end of round 2. Derek James looks a bit lost. You can tell he's giving instruction. Now, I'm not being funny, but like, why? Errol Spence's face is red, man. He got tumped up, man. He tumped out his face. So the replays come in. Jab to the body. Just got him. So it's a jab to the head from, I think it's the orthodox position where he was, but it's like a come cross. So like, it's like a cross to the head. He just caught him, and then he just then bammed him with the left. So left and then a right, and he just dropped him easy. But you can't come in with your head down with Crawford. He's pinpoint accurate. So it's round 3. Crawford's punching with authority. So Errol Spence is throwing the jab and then throwing the left cross with power. Double jab to the head coming in sneakily, and then throwing the cross. Crawford just tied him up and held him. To me, out of the 2, it looks like Errol Spence is bringing the heat and the power, but Crawford's just taking his time. It's easy. It seems a bit easy for Crawford. Backing him up, but just throwing the jab. So Spence is going to get him in the corner, and he's trying to bring heat, and he's trying to keep Crawford there. And wow, this is a really good exchange of Spence. He brought the heat there. So he tried to like hold him in the corner and throw jabs to the head, and then jabs to the butt, and then hooks to the body. But Crawford just eased himself out of the way, double jabbed him, another double jab left. It's pretty weird how actually, with the pressure and the power punching, that they're kind of the same. It's just that he's a little bit behind one step with Crawford when he does that, Errol Spence. And another thing I've noticed, when Errol Spence takes hits, it throws his composure. You can see he's fighting, not panicking, but you can see he's never been in this situation before. So he's rushing his work a little bit. He shouldn't do that. So he's throwing his trademark jabs to the head and then jabs to the body, and then going with the left hook to the head or body, and it's not working because usually he bullies people, because that's what they call him, the weight bully. But I don't think it's working with Crawford. Crawford's just taking in his Spence. This is like a sparring match for Crawford. It's just easy. The jabs are out there, but he's fighting more defensive Spence than Crawford is. Whoa, that was a good exchange. So jab to the head, hook to the body, then another jab, and then countered off Crawford with a jab to the face. Just timed him. So he just covered up, took the shots in the glove, and then just bam to the face. A lot of Spence's shots now, they're just hitting gloves really. But he's inching forward, typical Spence style. So good exchange, a bit scrappy now. A lot of Spence's shots are missing. He's up close, but every time he comes in, he's getting time. Crawford's just jabbing him, hooking him, crossing him. So Spence's up-down approach is not working. He keeps missing the body. He just got time there and got double jabbed off Crawford. Jab to the body again. So he's backing him up. Jab off Spence to the body. He's like, come on. Hitting air. So as they come close and he's come in with his head down, he's just threw some hooks to the head. Crawford. So that's the end of round 3, and a dejected Errol Spence goes back to the corner. He looks a bit forlorn, to be honest. So I don't know. A lot of fans are going to be probably gutted because this isn't what they expected from Errol Spence. To be honest, I didn't expect this to be that one-sided, but I kind of knew Crawford. Crawford's the real deal. He's just relaxed. He's relaxed. People are going to give him his dues, man. They keep forgetting, man. In Dongo, David Adenisian, flipping Kell Brook, Sean Porter, numerous other fights I've seen where he's brought the heat and he's had to do other things and he's just done what he needs to do. So we're coming out for round 4, and it's going to be interesting. So round 4, in this round you can see now he's established himself, double jab across, and Spence just tied him up there. So Spence is just throwing the shot to the head and then just tying up straight away. He wants to make it an inside fight. So yeah, that was a good exchange. Double jabs off each guys and the block, the both covered up. Then Crawford just threw uppercut, then a hook to the body. Then they come together. It's been a bit scrappy. I'm not being funny, but Errol Spence's face is red, man. He took a beating in his face. You can just see it. But he's still in the pocket and he's still throwing fire, and he's still bouncing. He's still there. He's still shelling up, but he keeps getting hooked. Got hit with a hook to the head then. But he dips a bit too low when he comes in with his shots, and then obviously it gives Crawford the chance to actually throw his counter shots. And his guard's not up high, but he's waiting to time him, so he's throwing the jab and then the cross or like a hook to the head. But the short choppy hooks, they're not loopy. They're just, because we know Errol Spence is going to dip down, he just chops him. So Spence is there. He just looks worse for wear. His guards come down more, but he's still got it there for the lead hand for the left side of his face. Right side of his face. So he's throwing the jab, then going to the body. Crawford's just there in the pocket. He's just pushing him off. Jab. Go away. Timed him with a jab. He's just inching forward slowly, Crawford, with his guard and coming in. And then jab and then a hook over the head. So giving ground now. Spence is still like pressuring, but it's more of a tentative pressure. He's not really like edging forward in the way. But give Spence his dues. He's here to fight. He's here to to press the action. But it's not working. It's not working. He keeps getting timed. Every time he comes in, he's just getting timed. He's getting timed. He's getting timed. Double jab, and it's connected. And he's backing up. You can see his body language. He's reading him, and every time he feints, he's tentative, and Errol Spence's range Crawford's range is just there. It's easy, relaxed work for him. Jab. As he throws a punch, he jabs, he times him. And even if he hits the glove, he still catches him as he comes in. So this round, this is Crawford. Crawford's coming into his own. He's downloaded the data. He knows what he's about. It's. I'm not saying it's light work, but you can see where it's gonna go. You can tell that the telling punches are off Crawford, especially with the jab and then the cross or hook to the head, and then he just comes out of the pocket when he does that. He does it, that looping left hook, bam. He just catches Spence easy, and then Spence is covering up when it's too late, and then like he's lucky and get the uppercut. that was in the slow mo. But I shouldn't be being biased there, but he just looks well off time. It's his own fault. He should have fought him when they met up and they had the words. He should have fought him then. That was when Errol Spence was really good, but he waited too long. So, you know, and then even then, I still think Bud would have gave him problems. You've made the guy. You've waited and tried to wait him out, and it's too late for you. But the doctor's in the corner, and he's I think he's talking to Errol Spence. I don't know if it's his eyes or blood in his eyes or whatnot, but yeah, the fight's gonna still carry on. It's round 5, but anyway, in the middle of the ring, Errol Spence is jabbing again. Oh, sorry. Crawford's jabbing, jab cross, jab hook of Crawford, jab again, another jab, whoa, jab lead hook, then uncross. Wow, he's just peppering Spence to death. He was jabbing and crossing him to death. Come together. Spence is inching forward, trying to throw a double jab. He's getting peppered with the jab. He's getting caught, timed. A lot of the shots are missing. Trying to go to the body, trying to break the body down. He's got his guard up. So he's got like an L guard, side guard, L guard for the body when he's doing it. He's good tactic off Crawford. He's actually prepared for the body shots when they're on the inside. He's sort of like a cross guard kind of defense, but with an L guard as well. So he's protecting his body. The shots that come to the head, he's just got like a loose guard, but he can kind of come in like a shell. Then he's controlling Spence to the head and battering his head with hooks, left hooks. So he's doing what he always does, and the fight gets to sort of like close to mid-range, but he's just controlling him with his... that's the first time I've seen Errol Spence throw a wild haymaker left hook there. He never does that. I was a bit desperate at that. But anyway, Crawford's just there in the pocket and he's jabbing easily, bullying, pushing him away. They're up close, pushes him off. Just double jab and then cross and then hook to the body. So yeah, another double jab, just come together and pushed him away again. Double jab on the come out, another double jab. Spence is throwing double hooks, double jab, left hook to the body, left hook to the head. He's throwing a few lead rights as well, double left, lead hook. So he's just throwing hooks, head, body. A lot of them are just hitting gloves or arms with Spence. So Crawford's just hitting at will now. Jab, hook, jab. That's who's Crawford this. Spence is slowed down a lot considerably. He's just controlling the centre of the ring. He's circling on the outside, trying to come in, but he can't come in. It's like he's tentative with the jab, and that's the end of round 5. And he looks tired. Looks really tired, Spence. So not having any success in this fight is from the top, slow-mo there, jab to the head and an uppercut to the head from Crawford. Derek James giving instructions, but he's getting beat up. This is the first time probably anyone's seen Errol Spence get beat this bad. But like I said, he got thumped up by Sean Porter. And if Sean Porter didn't get dropped, he would have won that fight. But everyone knows that. You know what I mean? And Crawford just looks chill, man. His face, look, he's just relaxed, man. He's just relaxed. So coming in for round 6 now anyway. So Spencer's coming out, guards are up, jabs exchanging jabs, timing, right hook off Crawford, controlling the centre of the ring, chasing EJ around, double jab, right left hook, double jab, left hook, left cross, controlling his head because he leans to his left. So just jabbing him and then controlling his head and then licking him with the left hook when he can. Jab off EJ and then hooks to the body, lead hook and then left hook. So he's trying to like control him with a jab and then go to the body, hook, then left hook, and then come up with like an uppercut. Good tactic. And on the inside, he's leaning into his body and then going to his body with double right hooks and then left hooks. Good shots off Errol Spence. But with his face is bloody and battered, man. He's been beat up, you know. But he's still in the fight. He's still trying. He's giving it his all. So Crawford's just relaxed. Double jab off Spence and then hook to the head and hook to the body. Double jab off Crawford and then hook to the head. Then a lead hook to the head as well. Looking in, double jab off Spence. Hook off Crawford. Referees talking to Spence. Don't know, must have been low blow or something. So double jab and then a hook to the head. And going down to the body on Spence. Timed. Just got timed off Crawford. Timed again with a double jab. Triple jab off Crawford. Every time he throws a punch, he times him and then gives him a 1-2. Controlling his head. He's moving his head off the line. So that was a good exchange off Spence. Wow. Good shots there. But at the end, because he's coming into close range, a lot of the shots are hitting gloves. So it looks a lot more spectacular than it is. Great shot off Crawford. They're both fighting now. And from the last exchange, Spence threw a hook to the head, left hook to the body, right hook to the body, left hook to the body, then come up with an uppercut, and then Crawford kind of matched that with a hook to the head and a hook to the body again and a hook to the body again on the right hook. But a lot of Spence's shots missed. So he's fighting in close because I think he's tired and I think he's just trying to grind out as much as he can and he's trying to just do what he can to stay in the fight. But you can see he's drowning. He looks like he's drowning. And I'm not being biased. I'm just trying to just call a fight how I see it. But that's the end of round 6. And he's kind of sad, you know, because I didn't think it would be this dominant, but it is. It kind of makes Errol Spence look a lot worse than what he actually is, but maybe people are overhyping him too much because he's just getting punched to nonsense. In the replay, you can just see the shots just hitting easy. A lot of the shots, he just batted away his jab, timed him with his jab, then just covered up when he come in. He missed, then banged him again with another shot. So this is easy, this. And I reckon if they have a rematch, if Crawford wins from what I'm seeing, then it looks like he may knock him out even easier, you know, coming into round 7 now. So round 7, Spence looks tired, but he's throwing his shots, lead jab and lead hook, and jab and then hook to the body, jab and hook to the body. He's just got timed and then got hit with the left hook and then the right hook. So double jab there, triple jab of Crawford and a left hook to the body. Crawford's just staring in front of him with his guard up and just timing him as he comes in. When he throws his shots, he times him, timing him with left hooks as well, or left crosses as well when he comes in. So, but Spence's face is bloody. Took a beating. Took a big beating. Jab, feint, jab. Double jabs off Crawford, hook off Spence. So he's throwing jabs, hooks. He's been dropped. He got dropped with a short jab and then a finger to the left. He's been beat up. Another count. He's been dropped. Still in the fight, but he's getting beat. He's getting beat really bad. So Crawford's come out again. Lead hook. I think Crawford's going to finish it. Lead hook. Bam. Wow. Double hook. Jab. Jab, lead hook. So triple jab off Spence. He's staying in the fight. He's getting battered. Two unanswered left hooks there from a jab off Crawford, and then a lead hook. But he's still taking his time. He's waiting. He's not going to just rush the knockout. He's taking his time. Spence is trying to get the grit in. He's fighting on instinct now, Spence. You can see it through a couple double lead hooks, and then a lead hook and then a left hook to the body. But Crawford's just waiting, just taking the shots on the gloves, batting his punches away, waiting. He's not even bothered. He's not even pressed. He's just taking his time, just batting away his jab, getting ready to time him. Missed. Easy. Crawford's just he's waiting. I can see a knockout coming soon. So both waiting, looking at each other. He's just inching forward slowly. Left lead hook there off Spence. Double jab cross off Crawford. A lot of Spence's shots are missing. Double jab cross, lead hook, uppercut, double jab cross. And these are short. Wow, double lead hook there. He just dropped him easily. He just dropped him. So at the end of round 8 there, at the end of the round, he just dropped Spence, and Spence goes back to the ring dejected. Wow, you got to kind of feel for Errol Spence, man. But give him his dues. The guy's a warrior, bro. He's a warrior, man. I take my hats off to him. For all the talk, for all the bluster, my man's still in the fight, and he's not giving up. He's just raw dogging it. He's in it still, but he took some punishment in that round, flipping out that uppercut, man, in the slow-mo. Wow, he's tough, man. Errol Spence is tough, man, but he's, you know what, I don't know if they will even have a rematch after this. He got beat that bad, nobody's going to even want to see a rematch. So, but if he does have one, why, give him his dues, man. But he took some licks in that fight, man. He got lick up, man. You know what I mean? It's like what Crawford was saying. He's going to take the belt out for his son. He said, "You're not going to beat me. I'm not your son." You know what I mean? But yeah, so going into round 8, and Spence he's tough. That uppercut, wow, was powerful. I think it was a right uppercut. He just turned him. See, the thing with Crawford, what's so flipping damn probably frustrating for Spence is that he's got power in both hands. So whichever stance he's in, it don't really matter. Fluidly, he can throw power shots from either hand, in either stance, and even from the left stance, the southpaw stance, his right is actually powerful, even though it's his lead hand. It's just mad. But that is an overall advantage he's got. He's got power in both hands, so it don't matter whichever position he's in. But anyway, start of the first round 8, and he's just inching forward slowly. Spence is trying to throw the jab and then the hook to the body to keep Crawford away. So, but he's just stalking his prey now. He's just coming in with a high guard, and then when he gets near, he's just throwing out a jab and then waiting to see what Spence is going to do. But Spence is fighting very tentative, but you can see he's actually, even though he's trying to keep Crawford away, it's more of a defensive way of keeping him away, because he's throwing the jab but looking to try and keep him back, and then throwing lead hooks if he can. He's just hoping something will hit him and he may have a chance to actually hurt Crawford. But he's just getting timed. Every time he's throwing out the jab, he's just getting timed, and then when he doesn't throw, he's getting timed and getting hit in the face. So it's why the one-sided ass whooping, it's going the other way. A lot of the stuff that he said about the fight initially, it's actually karma. It's coming to him. You know, to think about him not being his son, and he's gonna get an ass whooping. He said he's gonna have to take off his belt and teach him a lesson. And he said, "Oh, I'm not one of your kids. You want to beat me." It's actually come like that. A lot of the trash talk has actually backfired on Spence, and you know, he's made for a good build up to the fight, but you know, I think this is the worst I've ever seen Errol Spence get beat around the ring. But he's still trying to hang in there. He's still trying to fight. He's still trying to jab, to throw lead hooks, trying to find angles. He's trying to move. But at this point, he's not even covering up that much. He's just trying to find some way in. Crawford just moving in and just countering and timing, and it's a bit scrappy, but he's just getting timed easy. A lot of his shots are just hitting Crawford's gloves, and Crawford just covers up and then pushes him off. Yeah, so the double jab and the hook to the body, come uppercut. He's having success with the body shots, some of them that get through, but he's fighting from a defensive standpoint, and that jab and then the left hook, it's just a way of keeping him away. So I think he's just fighting very defensive, but Errol Spence doesn't fight on the back foot, and he's not a counter foot fighter, so he's not fighting to his strengths. So you can see, and the double jab peppering him, then with the hook to the head, it's just it's throwing him off. But it just goes to show Spence's guard's not that efficient, because if it was, he wouldn't be getting hit as much. But he likes to pressure, so that's the problem. When he's pressuring and he's getting countered, he's gonna get hit. He needs to move his head more and keep his guard up. But you can see Derek James giving instructions, but there's nothing he can do. You can't fight the fight for the fighter, so you know, he's just got to hope that something happens. So we're coming into round 9 now, and he looks a beat man. Errol Spence, he does. So start of action for round 9. Crawford's in the ring, got his high guard up. He's there, both hands up, just inching forward. It gives him a little look to get him to bite, and Spence always does it. He throws the jab, but he's always out by half a second. He just throws it, and then he just gets timed. Got hit there with a jab and a hook off Crawford, and that double jab there, he's just throwing it in his face and then waiting to throw the cross or the hook, whichever one, lead hook there. He's got a lot of power. You can just see it, the jab, then it can turn into a hook. He's just fluid. And I've actually seen other fighters do a lot better against Crawford than I've seen Spence. Spence is still in the fight, but he's been dropped for 3 times now, and he just doesn't look like he's competitive enough. But he's trying. You can't knock a man for trying. He's trying. That's all you can do in it. So he's still in the fight. He's not been knocked out. So Crawford's just waiting, jabbing, wrestling him, hooks, pushing him off. So jab, hook, then right hook from the lead hook. Wild shots from Spence, wild left hook there. Right hook to the body, double and left hook. He should have done that a bit more sooner. He should have just leaned in, come in, and just then went for it. I think he's gone for it a bit too late, and he hasn't got the gas left in the tank to do this, even though he's doing it now. He's took too much punishment, and it's dejected him a little. So his confidence and his spirit's gone a little with that. But boy, lead hook again, left hook, double left hook, lead hook, jab. Referees call the fight, it's over. He took too much punishment. And so from that exchange there, it was a lead hook, then right hook, lead hook again, left hook, referee saved him. The fight's over. In middle of round 9, he just took too much punishment. But hats off to Errol Spence. He did stay in the fight, but the referee was taking too much punishment. He couldn't defend himself. So again, another Terence Bud Crawford stoppage, call technical knockout, whatever you want to call it, and the new undisputed welterweight champion. So double undisputed, he's made history. So what a thrilling fight. What a great anticlimax. And it was a one-sided ass whooping, but one-sided ass whooping by Terence Crawford, and he did beat him like he was his father. So anyway, leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you thought of the fight. Tell me if you think there should be a rematch. Tell me if you think that Crawford is underrated. Anyway, hit this notification bell for more content like this. So like, comment and subscribe. And that is another one from Knockout Legends. Peace.